Hello everyone, it's Anna from The Salon Life. So today I wanted to show you how I did a manicure with Biosculpture gel, Biosculpture gel polish called Evo2. So I'm going to show you how I do the full manicure before the application, just so you kind of get the big picture and you'll see exactly how I prep the nails. So as you're watching me manicure the nails, I will tell you more about Biosculpture. So Biosculpture has been around for a long while, and I think they have honestly the most expensive gel in the market here in Canada. 1 ounce goes for, I think, $170, which is crazy. It's actually it's a little bit less than 1 ounce. It's 25 grams. So yeah, that's expensive. And to be honest, I was never interested in trying the brand simply because I just am not a fan of the marketing that Biosculpture uses, and I just completely lose my interest in a company that utilizes this type of marketing. So they basically go on and on about how healthy their gel is, and from what I remember, it's so healthy that you could eat it if you want it, although I've actually never seen anyone eating the gel, nor that I would recommend that. But anyway, and so they go on and on about how healthy it is and how kind of toxic everything else is, which is simply not true. And, that is if you believe in science, which I hope you do. So their kind of marketing is quite embarrassing, I would say. And I won't go into detail about that, but you can obviously Google it and you can see it online, what kind of claims they're making. But in the description area, I will provide you with links to credible material backed by actual research and facts, so you can check it out. So recently they came out with a new line. I think it was maybe a couple years ago, as far as I know, with their gel polish line, and I've heard some people talking about the quality, that it's great. So I decided to try it because you know me, I like to try everything. So I found a Canadian distributor of this product online, and it was Friday night. It was around 10 p.m. and yep, that's what I do on a Friday night. I look at nail stuff. So I filled out the contact information, the contact form, and I submitted it. So can you believe 15 minutes later I received a response from a live person, and that was the Biosculpture sales rep. She thanked me for the interest in the product and asked me if I would be interested in having a conversation, a chat over the phone, so she can tell me more about the line. So yeah, I was shocked because that is unheard of in our industry. Normally, I kind of always joke that I have to drive my ass on a Saturday to a distributor and pick up my own product. So this was a treat that someone, would be willing to spend their time and explain the products that they're selling. So we set the call for Tuesday because Monday was a holiday, and so she did call me. We chatted about the colors, the lamp, the curing process, which they did recommend their own lamp, which is a big plus in my book, because that just shows me that they know their product, they stand behind their product, and that they know that curing product properly is very, very important. So yes, we talked also about the colors that I'm interested in, which would be very classic colors, because my clients are conservative type of clients, and she told me that she would email me pictures with the few ideas that she had. So she emailed me a few minutes later, and I looked at the email. The colors were great. I chose 4 colors. I picked 2 nude colors. One was more of a taupe and light pink, like a nudish pink. dark red and dark gray, more kind of a fall colors. And of course I bought the base coat and top coat to go with the system. So I emailed her back with the color choices, and they called me to confirm the order, and they took my credit card information. So if you can believe, the next day in the morning I had the gels on my desk. They shipped it right away the same day, and they arrived in one day, which, you know, it's possible because their main office is in Burlington. I'm in Oakville, so it's not far, but still the product got shipped right away and it got here on time. It was packaged beautifully. Everything was great. So I would say 5-star customer service. So far I had a chance to use the gels on 6 people. And my first model just came back after 2 weeks. So I took after pictures and I filmed the follow-up video with the removal. So you will see me here do the full manicure, the application, and 2 weeks later pictures after pictures, and you will see me also remove the product. And everything is filmed in real time. And I know it takes a long time to watch the video, but I also didn't want to skip anything, just so that way you have a chance to see exactly what I'm doing and how everything is done. So in this video you will see me using the Evo 2 for the first time, and the application of the base and the color, and I used Barbie, and the top coat so far I have to say is absolutely fantastic. I have tried also the other nude color that I have. It's called Demi, and the application of that one is even better. It's absolutely beautiful. The application is super thin, and it does not shrink whatsoever. It's very creamy, very thin, and it doesn't shrink. The only thing that I found a little bit difficult was the brushes. So the quality of the actual brush is very good. The brushes are they're flat, so they're kind of thin, meaning they're wide but they're flat. I don't know if you well, you'll see me using the gel, so you'll see the brush. So that's a nice thing, and they're flatter than anything else that I've used. So it's very easy to get very close to the skin without hitting the skin. But the brushes where the stem of the brush is very long, because the bottle is a little bit taller, I guess. And the brushes are, when you're holding them, they are quite longer. So I had a little bit of hard time getting used to them. And you can see me hit the skin a little bit with the brush. So that will take me a little bit getting used to. So they do recommend when using sheer colors or using, I guess, a little bit more difficult colors, to remove the inhibition layer, the sticky layer from the cured base coat. And that's what I did. And so the color Barbie applied a little bit streaky on the on the first coat, and it did look still a little bit streaky on the second coat. But I decided not to do the third coat because I just wanted to see how the gel soaks off with just 2 coats. And actually, when I applied the top coat, the streakiness was gone, so the product actually looked really good. And as I mentioned before, both Barbie and Demi, I experienced absolutely 0 shrinking, 0. Very impressive. It doesn't pull from the free edge, it doesn't pull from the sides, and it stayed very nice and flat. So I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this application, and I will be back to explain the removal. And I'm not adding any music to this because honestly I just don't know how to fiddle with the music, and I'm not a good DJ, so I'll save you from that, okay? So I'll see you at the removal. And I'm back to explain the removal process. So here we are 2 weeks later, and as you can see, there was absolutely no chipping, but there was a lifting. I remember a couple of areas I touched the skin with a brush because the brushes just felt different, so it's sometimes just a little bit harder to kind of get used to the different shape. So I kind of had a feeling that I would get a little bit of lifting, although I wiped the area, it's still not 100% clean. And yes, it did a little bit, and I was a little bit surprised. So I think the brushes are the reason. So I was more careful with the next manicures that I did to keep it a little bit further away from the skin and a little bit cleaner. So I will update you in the description comment section how the nails lasted, and if I also had lifting with my other models that I did, which are coming sometime this week, and as time goes by I will be updating this video with more information in the description box. So I removed the top coat with electric file, and as you can see, the application was so thin that I had to be super careful not to kind of file right through the product, which obviously is doable, but so I didn't have to do a lot to just kind of scuff the top surface. So the BioSculpture tells you not to use a drill, which thank God, who would ever use a drill on a nail? So thank God I do use electric file, which is a professional nail machine, but nonetheless. So I removed the shine from one hand, I wrapped it tightly, and then I removed the shine from the other hand and I wrapped it as well. And I used the heating pads. This way, the first hand had a little bit more time to soak as I was removing the shine on the second hand. And like I said, I use the heating pad, I always do. It just kind of helps to speed up the removal process a little bit, which is always good. And it just feels nice. It's nice and relaxing to have the heating pad on people's hands. So I checked the first hand about 8 minutes later. So it was 8 minutes after I started the manicure. So the product was soaking off about 6 minutes or so, or 6-7 minutes. And when I pulled off the wrapper, you can see me kind of pause because I was kind of shocked. I didn't expect the product to remove this well after 7 minutes, because the product really flaked off nicely and you could see that it was all lifting and flaking off. So 7 minutes later, that is impressive. And as you can see, hopefully you can see on the video, the condition of the nails underneath was also very, very good. They almost looked like shiny, healthy, moisturized or something. It was really, really nice. So the whole removal and the manicure, which I kind of started as the second hand was still soaking, I started doing the manicure on the first hand, but everything together took me 25 minutes, which is, I would say, pretty average for everything that I use, but it's on the kind of a good end. So, and also it's a new product as well, so with time and with experience, maybe that removal would be a little bit faster, but still 25 minutes is pretty good. So I will also update you in the description box in a few days when my other clients come back with their nails, how the removal was with the rest of the people, because sometimes that can kind of vary. So overall, other than the lifting issue and the embarrassing marketing, which I have huge issue with, the application was, I would say, excellent. The removal was excellent. The colors were great. And the customer service, fantastic. Second to none. So I'm very torn when it comes to the final verdict. I would say that I need to see the other clients to see how the product is lasting, to give you a better idea what I really think about the product, because right now I am very torn when it comes to the what I really feel about the product. I don't know. So I will be doing another video once I get more experience with the product, probably in at least couple weeks. We'll see how the other removals go and how the wear is, and yeah, I will update you on everything. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. Bye.